The Lords of the Fallen situation is an interesting one because I distinctly remember having already played this game. As a matter of fact, if you look up Lords of the Fallen Rurikhan, you will most likely find my first playthrough of Lords of the Fallen here on YouTube. As a matter of fact, one of the memories that I definitely have of that game, I think it was the 6th episode or something like that, where I basically ran into a boss and it crashed my game like 3 or 4 times in a row. Yeah, that game had a couple of issues when it released. I still enjoyed my experience with it. I thought it was pretty fun, but naturally the Lords of the Fallen that we're talking about today is not that same Lord of the Fallen that I've played God knows how many years ago. As a matter of fact, I even got to interview the developers back in the day. I think I interviewed the creative director or something along those lines, but it's been a long time since then. And here's an interesting thing. I thought that they were releasing Lords of the Fallen 2 at some point. Hell, I even thought they had released Lords of the Fallen 2, and I just hadn't gotten to play it. But I was actually Googling it earlier, and it was telling me that, oh no, actually they just renamed Lords of the Fallen 2 to Lords of the Fallen for some strange, weird reason. I guess it might be one of the situations where the studio is just like, hey man, you know what? The first game, we didn't really get to do all of the things that we wanted to do. So this is going to be the time where we're going to do it. Now, I haven't really done a whole lot of coverage of this game here on the channel, so today we're going to be taking a deep dive. I'm going to be watching all of the trailers that they have done, and I'm probably going to be watching the last trailer twice that we actually analyze, because the last trailer is going to actually contain some gameplay. So sit back, relax, and let's take a look at what this game is going to be like, shall we? So this first one is going to be their initial announcement trailer. Let's take a look.
After an age of the cruelest tyranny, man finally defeated its overlord. But gods do not fall forever. The champions of war united and began the eternal watch over their tyrant's colossal remains. For some forces, even death cannot end. But now, eons later, the fallen god's influence pervades the world again, corrupting even sworn enemies. To join his accursed lords of the fallen and damn humanity to a new age of devastation. Though from these darkest days, new heroes arise. To defy the gods, one must embrace the darkness. And so,
So most likely I will have cut the music at this point because I'm pretty sure this is going to be copyrighted music. Let me just tell every single publisher out there, by the way, if you put copyrighted music on your trailers, that might work really well for, you know, your potential audience. It's definitely not going to work very well in terms of like content creators being able to spread your awesome trailer because it might have awesome music. But guess what? We don't get to use it, so I'll probably just use some other track in the background. Sorry. Okay, so here's an interesting thing about this trailer. Before starting this video, I took a very quick glimpse at their website, and there's this division between the Umbral and the Axiom, I think, was the name of the other realm, which basically means that there are two realms. So, as you can see, while he's here, he's in one realm, which I believe that this would be the realm of Axiom, or whatever it is that they call it, and then he dies, and he's going to end up over in this realm of darkness. Like, you'll notice that the whole hue of the scene shifts. Like, watch. Notice how, like, his eyes are glowing now and what? I don't remember if the eyes were glowing earlier, but... yeah, see how this one's just like chuck full of undead and whatnot? They call this one like the Realm of Undeath, which is the Umbral Realm. So I'm assuming that whenever you die, you end up at the Umbral Realm, but it seems like there's also probably going to be mechanics where you have to switch between realms. There are multiple games that do this type of mechanic nowadays. I don't think that this is something that they've kind of come up with, but there can be very interesting uses to this type of mechanic. The first game that this reminded me of for some reason as I was looking up the website earlier today was actually Soul Reaver, which to me that is a very good thing. God, man, can we just have a Soul Reaver remaster already? Dude, I missed that game so much. I haven't played it in like ages. But yeah, that was like the first trailer that they did, which was the announcement trailer. Then we've had the gameplay teaser. Actually, let's put the gameplay teaser forward here, because then we're going to go straight into the gameplay reveal trailer. And let's start with the technical showcase, which I believe they're probably bragging about how this game is an Unreal Engine 5. Yeah, I can already see the logo over there. Let's go for that.
Welcome to the Lords of the Fallen Technical Showcase. Here at Hexworks, our goal has always been to create the most immersive game experience possible. Today,
by the way, this is, in case you guys are wondering, Hexworks, what have these guys worked on? According to the website, this is their first title. This is the first thing that they're working on. But I believe they probably include a whole bunch of people that have worked previously on the other Lords of the Fallen, so it's not like they're coming in here with, you know, people that are just fresh off of college or something. But not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying that, like, you know, this is a team and this is their first title, so we don't really have like a background to pull from when it comes to a lot of the people on the scene. Maybe if you go look up the individual members, but so far I don't really know that much about them, basically.
Today, we're journeying to Skyrest Bridge, one of the game's early locations.
Damn. How many if you look at this and go like, huh, seems so very familiar.
To demonstrate just some of the impressive ways Unreal Engine 5's state-of-the-art technologies have helped us deliver on this ambitious vision for our upcoming action RPG. We want players to feel fully immersed in our world by playing as their own unique virtual persona. To achieve this, we've used a combination of technologies, including 3D scans of real people and UE5's own character customization tech. Players can create unique faces and bodies by dynamically morphing between a huge range of shapes before finessing the finer details.
Bro, please tell me that I can regulate the height of the character. I want to make a fat dwarf, dude. Please, is this going to be the one Souls-like that's going to let me make a fat dwarf?
Our extensive selection of armor sets seamlessly adapt to whatever shape the player chooses. It's really important to us that we represent as wide a proportion of our audience as possible. Being able to customize your hero in Lords of the Fallen is only the beginning. Each and every one of our characters is incredibly detailed, using high-resolution textures. Get up close to any surface in the game, like this tunic for example, and detail texturing.
Okay, so this is a very important thing. Like, please, just please, for the love of God, please. Just make sure that you have all of this beautiful detail. Like, look, for starters, this is not that important to me. The level of 8K texture. I mean, it's not 8K, it's probably 4K. But, you know, I'm even saying like the level of freaking 12K textures that we apply to our models. Like, I want you to understand, I don't give a damn about that, especially when probably when the game is in motion, I'm not going to be really able to see that level of detail. Much more important to me is that you get your performance mode running at 60 FPS. Okay, if you can get all of these beautiful textures onto the game, and then the game still runs at 60, cool beans. But if you're doing all this, and then I'm going to be running the game, and it's going to be running like Jedi Survivor, bad beans, okay? Not the bad kind. They give you the runs, okay? But, you know, this is just me. Just obviously, I haven't played the game. I don't know what's going to be happening. Like I said, I enjoyed the original one. But let's continue.
Provides incredible levels of micro detail. How these objects move and behave is also crucial for player immersion. UE5's Chaos Physics engine facilitates advanced simulations for clothes, chains, hair, belts, and a whole lot more. This helps to substantially enhance the secondary motion in all our characters, making their movements look much more lifelike. The lighting in Lords of the Fallen takes full advantage of Unreal's brand new Lumen GI. We've been able to light our complex environments in real time, meaning we can immediately see the effect of a light bounce, for example, without waiting for the traditional slow baking processes. Watch how the lighting reacts as we move our light source around this environment. Global illumination like this can be quite demanding on processing, so we also make use of emissive shapes to add additional details to the lighting of any space. We can then fine-tune these light bounces on our nanite meshes, providing our world with impressive levels of detail and minimal impact on performance.
See, that's what I want to hear. Minimal impact on performance. I want to hear more of that, okay? And I'm going to hold you to it, too. When the game comes out and I play the thing, and if that minimal impact on performance is a lie, I'm going to come back to this video, I'm going to grab this quote, and I'm going to make a video about it. I just want you to be aware of this. I will call you out on this.
Perhaps the most important element of Lords of the Fallen is the ability to travel between two worlds. The realm of the living, Axiom, and the realm of the dead, Umbral. We've created our own custom toolset within UE5 that allows us to intricately craft these two environments side by side and seamlessly swap between them. This means our artists and designers can ensure these worlds feel intrinsically linked, like two sides of the same coin, even if one side is decidedly more horrific than the other.
Jesus Christ.
On behalf of Hexworks, thanks for watching today's brief tech presentation. The twin realms of Umbral and Axiom await fearless adventurers later this year when Lords of the Fallen launches on PC and current-gen consoles.
Alright. That looks very impressive. Like, I will be very impressed if this thing runs flawlessly, 60 FPS. I'll be very, very, very impressed. But we'll see. You know, I'm willing to give anybody the benefit of the doubt, especially this is a brand new team. So, sure, let's see what you guys can do. But if you mess it up, everybody's going to make fun of you. Well, not necessarily make fun, but you guys get the idea, right? We're going to have to criticize because we've had quite a few releases this year that were not particularly good when it comes to the performance department. I really don't want to see another one, so we'll see what it goes like. But now we're going to go into gameplay, which is obviously the most important thing. This is just the teaser, and then we're going to go into the latest trailer, and that one I'll probably play twice. So we shall see. This one's a little bit more aggressive. Oh, God.
Holy Aureus, giver of life and light. In your divine radiance, we trust. Shield our souls with grace, our hearts with hope, and guide our path eternal. Turn our gaze from what lies beyond your luster, where wickedness dwells and the shadows reign. Arm us with your golden splendor. So that together, may we vanquish the darkness. In light, we walk.
I'm guessing there's going to be quite a few jump scares.
Vanquish the darkness. The Lords of the Fallen. Wish list now.
Okay. That one doesn't really show us a whole lot because it's pretty much all cut up, but this is the main event. Let's get to it.
Mornstead has fallen, its great army decimated by the legions of Adir, the demon god. But one light still flickers in the ever-growing gloom, the light of the Dark Crusader.
That's us. Oh, there's 3 of them. And one is freakishly tall.
The radiance of Mornstead withers. Adir's darkness threatens to desolate our world. Ascend to Aureus, my child. As his holy redeemer.
In light, we walk.
In light we walk.
Burn their very souls to ash.
I complained about this earlier. You're literally gonna just play the Mark of the Beast. I can't do that. That's illegal. Actually, that's Fear of the Dark. Sorry. Prepare now to unlock the following. 3 times XP items. Dude, oh my god, why? Okay, the exclusive armored tanks, it's whatever. Why you gotta do like XP items, MP items, and HP items? I mean, it's probably not that big of a deal. Doesn't seem like it's that many. Which again just begs the question, why? It's just, it's never good. I can't be the only one. But anyway, oops, sorry about that. Even though that video is also pretty awesome. But let's actually analyze this. So the first chunk is mostly just story, so I'm going to just kind of like skip to it. The story it's very enigmatic to begin with. I have no idea what the hell is going on. And to be honest, I mostly want to analyze the gameplay, even though the visuals look friggin' outstanding. I'll be very curious to see what the gameplay is like. I mean, the performance, not gameplay. So, first we have a big boy. Let me just slow this. For starters, let's swap over to this. I'm recording this in 1080p anyway, so it's not a big deal. Let's slow this sucker down, shall we? Because, like, there's a lot of super aggressive cuts. Damn. Big slam down from the boss. Was that that was an iframe dodge right there, right? Yep, iframe dodge. Okay. So the kind of stuff you would expect. Another iframe dodge right there. Okay. And actually in the fights that we get to see here, it looks like it's pretty solid in terms of like hitboxes and stuff, but that's obviously selective stuff. He's got like a laser channeling thing. Okay. I'm gonna have to replace the audio here, by the way, guys. There's nothing I can do about that because we're not playing Fear of the Dark on my YouTube channel. Hell no. The wolf helm looks cool if you're into that stuff. See, here you have like, so I guess you hold up the lantern to see what the Umbral realm looks like, and then you can probably shift between the 2 realms to achieve different objectives, like navigational purposes and whatnot. That's what I would expect. Which gives it a lot of potential for like hidden stuff and potential replayability. I don't know if this game has co-op. I don't think so. Ooh, the lamp. Wonder if the lamp is limited so you can't always see. Jesus. So they're not calling this open world before people go like, oh, it's open. They're calling it interconnected world. So I'm thinking, again, assumptions. I'm thinking this is going to be more like a Dark Souls 1 than necessarily something like an Elden Ring. Dude, that monster. It's almost like a gaping dragon with another gaping dragon with another gaping dragon. Definitely has inspiration from the gaping dragon. Ooh, that beefy shield. You guys see that shield? Just take that hit like a champ. Bonk. Big shield. Me likey. Was that an NPC that was casting a spell? Yeah, again, I don't know if this has multiplayer or not, but... Ooh. So this dude just got... Oh my god, this was my favorite part. Dude, look at this. Actually, look at it. Dude. It's my main weapon right there. Look. Boom! Seems like that enemy wasn't really affected by it, though, which kind of sucks. The thing about a lot of these gameplays when it comes to Souls-like games is that they show the player doing all of these really bold things. I want to see if they enable us to do these really bold things, or if it's going to be more like, oh, we gotta hide in a corner, make sure that I have enough potions, like... Chonk. Ooh. Looked like a visceral attack right there. Ooh, look at that spell, dude. Spellcaster's gonna be eating good. Meteor strikes. That's nice. See, again, these dodges look really solid. Again, this is just the first footage that we're watching, but you're just like riding Cerberus over there. Looks really good. I'll be curious to be checking it out. Yeah, look here. Here was where I really saw, like, okay, this is looking solid in terms of like you being able to dodge stuff and whatnot. It's not looking clunky, which I think was one of the complaints that people had for Lords of the Fallen back in the day, and it definitely was a little bit clunkier. But this looks much more solid. But again, it is a trailer, so it's kind of like easy to fake this kind of stuff, to make it look better than it actually is, with stuff all cut up in like the 3-minute trailer. But it looks good. Oof. We'll see what this is going to be like, but for now we also have the website here. This is where I told you guys you could like see how it says cross over to Umbral. So the website itself has like 2 states that it can go to, so you can cross over to Umbral and it'll be a little bit darker, a little bit bluer, but the information's pretty much the same. A vast world awaits in an all-new dark fantasy action RPG. Lords of the Fallen come to PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X. We also just swap over to this because we're watching the website, so it's whatever. Oh, what the hell? This should be good. As one of the fabled Dark Crusaders embark on an epic quest to overthrow Adir, the demon god. And if you scroll down, you can see that it goes into the Axiom thing. So then they have like their basic principles, journey across to expansive parallel worlds in your epic quest to overthrow Adir. While the living realm presents its own brutal challenges, untold terrors lurk in the nightmarish realm of the dead, which is the Umbral realm, I would assume. Find your old legend, fully customize your character's appearance from a wide array of visual options before selecting one of 9 character classes. Whichever starting path you take, develop your character to your own playstyle by upgrading stats, weapons, armor, and spells. See, I believe that this is going to be very much like what you do in Souls. You know, your starting class is just that. Even though they don't say starting class, they say 9 character classes. But then they say whatever path you take, you can develop it to your own playstyle by upgrading stats and whatnot. So I'm assuming you can basically just choose stuff as you go along, and that will kind of like dictate your playstyle. Very much like Souls. Master fast, challenging, and fluid tactical combat. Only those that master deep tactical combat can hope to survive. Choose from hundreds of uniquely brutal weapons or forgo metal for magic with devastating attacks of the arcane. Fall in the world of the living and rise again in the world of the dead. Yeah, like I hypothesized at the beginning of the video, you now have one final chance to return to your living state as all matter of hellish creatures descend upon you. So basically your recovery mechanic, instead of following your corpse, is probably going to be fight back to where you were, which is kind of like recovering your corpse, but it's going to be in the Umbral realm. Unite or fight online and multiplayer. Looks like it does have multiplayer. Experience the expansive single-player campaign alone or invite a second player to join your adventure in uninterrupted online co-op, but be warned, heroes from other realms can and will invade. Okay, so this part is really cool. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Uninterrupted online co-op, cool. I'm into that, okay? That's another big plus for me. Like, first playthrough, do it solo, then do a second playthrough and do it co-op. That sounds really cool. Wield a device of ungodly power. Your lantern possesses the ungodly power to cross between worlds, use this dark art to reach forgotten places, unearth fabled treasures, and manipulate the very soul of your foe. Yep, that's pretty much what I would expect, so that sounds cool. Lords of the Fallen introduces an all-new epic RPG adventure in a vast interconnected world more than 5 times larger than the original game. Size isn't everything, so size is not the biggest thing. It's more about what you do with that size. After an age of the cruelest tyranny, the demon god Adir was finally defeated, but gods do not fall forever. Now eons later, Adir's resurrection draws nigh as one of the fabled Dark Crusaders journey through both the realms of the living and the dead. This expansive RPG experience featuring colossal boss battles, fast challenging combat, thrilling character encounters, and deep immersive storytelling. Will your legend be one of light or one of darkness? Dare to hope. I'm very curious to see how it's going to pan out, like this whole situation with the Axiom and the Umbral thing. I'm very curious to see how that is going to pan out. If it's going, they're going to have to do something really cool with it, because if it's just like, oh, you're dead, and I have to fight a couple of undead before you can resurrect or something, doesn't seem particularly interesting. So I hope that there's some other twist to it that they're looking to do. So we already watched all the trailers. We can check out some of the screenshots that they got here. We saw this one in the technical thing. We saw this one in the trailer, I think. No, we saw it earlier here in the website. Looks cool. I like the axe there. Again, giving you like an overlook of the regions and whatnot. I mean, look. I'm interested. Oh, there's even more. There's even more. Ooh. Well, not that many. Dude, this friggin' creature, dude. Holy crap. Hengist would not like this. He does not like sharks. Yeah, there's some cool looking, but you can see 2 players here. That's neat. I'm curious to also see if how bosses handle co-op. But you know, I'm hoping that the team nails this one. We'll see if that is the case or not. I'm probably going to be checking it out when it comes out, which I believe is the 13th of October, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it says on the official trailer, 13th of October, 2023. So yeah, I'll probably be checking that out here on the channel. Hopefully you guys are looking forward to it. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section down below. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay strong, stay safe. Peace out.